Hey, bitches.
Sup, bitches?
Hello.
How's it going, everybody?
I was tired. So I started eating an ice cream cookie, get a sugar rush, and it was just
It's
my
working.
second win. But I'm not. I was really, really tired like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, all right.
But I'm good now.
What were you doing this week that made you so worn out? What did I get on my shirt?
Driving kids around up to the mountains, out of the
shuffling.
mountains.
Yeah, where'd you go this time?
Well, I was just a driver. The kids went to camp.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you were camp chauffeur.
Chauffeur. And then because the two olders were gone, Samus was very needy.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Yep.
Yeah. Having just her was like a lot more to do.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, so you didn't go anywhere. Hey, I got my cola. Got my cola here. I was bleak, so I was like, I need a drink.
Yeah.
I'm working on box stuff. So I was like, Desiree's like, you coming? She always does that, even if I'm like arms full and I can't respond because I'm running upstairs and trying to get a bunch of shit. But I was working on box stuff.
Finally, like, give us like this, like how many seconds till we see her?
Yeah. I was like, okay, I'm here, and you were like, that was good. Anyways, what about you, Diz? What have you been up to this week? I know what you just did.
Odin turned 2.
Odin turned 2 this week.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know. It's a weird little novel baby.
2.
He's a novel toddler now.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, an NT. Novel baby for life.
Yeah, novel toddler.
He's not NT anymore. He's NT.
Yeah. Toddling, running around. Not a baby anymore. He's talking.
So we
He's got an attitude.
How'd you guys celebrate it?
He does. So his birthday was Friday, but since everybody like is working and whatever else, I was like, let's just wait till Saturday. So we didn't do anything on his birthday. We waited till Saturday. And then we had decorated the night before, me, Lily, Ben, and Emmanuel. And it was all bluey themed. So we decorated our kitchen and wrapped up just a few small gifts. And then he woke up to it and he wanted cupcakes for breakfast.
Bomb. I do too.
So he had to sing to him. So every single time he wanted cake, or if he said, "Happy birthday, you," like he would tell us he wanted us to light the candle again and sing to him. And so there is probably 30 recordings of us singing happy birthday to him. And so Manuel's like, I'm going to record every single one. I was like, okay. So we did that, and then he opened up his gifts in the morning, and then there was some back and forth about were we gonna go to the zoo? We got rained out. The whole day it was rainy, and so we decided to go to the movies. But the movies was tricky because Ben has had an issue with the movie since like 2021, when we had an issue where he was in the theater by himself for like 5 minutes because a kid was being a shit, and the lights went down and it got loud. And so I was like, literally, we had popcorn and whatever other snacks. We were going to see whatever fucking movie it was at that point. It was just me and Ben. And I ran out right outside the door. It would have been 30 seconds because that's where the napkins were. But then I got stopped by Avery and Emmanuel as I was trying to come back in. And it was 5 minutes later. And I was like, this is ridiculous. And so I come in and he's crying and it's a mess. So we had to do a lot of convincing. Snacks. Hey, there's an arcade. I will take you. And so he was excited about that. Well, then the arcade was not there. It was not there. But he did really good. I had bought both of them headphones because the theater is loud for me. I haven't been to the theater since I was pregnant, and I had to leave with Ben. So when we went back, like, it was fucking loud. I needed some earplugs. I did bring some, but I didn't use them. But he did really well. And so even though Odin fell asleep and kept saying he needed to poop while we were in the theater, and Manuel kept having to leave and run down the stairs because I wasn't going to do it.
Hi, Caitlin.
No, I was not. No, I was not. It was worth it because Ben loved it. Like, listening to him laugh the whole movie was just the best. It was the best. And so he was like, when can we go back? And when does this movie come out so I can watch on my iPad? Because we watched Despicable Me, number 4. It was the only cartoon movie that I thought that Odin would even sit through.
Yeah.
But that's what we did. And it was really good. And then we came home and he wanted meat, potatoes, and broccoli. He's fancy, so he got filet.
I'd like that too.
So, and then we sang to him about 20 more times. And that was it. It was exhausting. It was a long day.
Sounds like it. But eventful.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Anyway,
Oh, yeah,
I don't know, Tasha, I don't know if that's what you mean. Like, because you know what I was doing.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
How was your
novel baby's second birthday? It was good. I've just been busy with box stuff, trying to make it extra like we do. Trying to make it extra for this one, which is not like me at all.
No, not at all.
Not at all. So, and I'm still trying to overdo it, which is why it like took me down to the second to like run up here today, because I was like, I'm working on something. I really hope it'll work out, but hitting some kinks. So it's just extra. It has nothing to do with shit. It's just me being me. So
that's exciting.
Yeah, so I've been working on box stuff this week. We went to the Great Wolf Lodge this week.
That's right.
And that was a lot of fun. Indoor water park. I did not think it was going to be as entertaining as it was for adults. It is adult friendly. I like that a lot. It's kind of like back in the day when you can get a beer at Disneyland, It's like when you could get a beer at Chuck E. Cheese. Like, you're sitting there dealing with this shit, and like sometimes you're bored. Or like sometimes getting up and having to get everybody ready to like go swimming at like 8 a.m. It's just tiring, So it's nice that it's like super adult friendly, but like it actually was a lot of fun. And I've never done a water park before, nor have I ever been on even a water slide. So
really?
The kids wanted to start with ever. So like ever.
What?
I know, even ever.
Oh wow.
Hi, Nora. So the kids wanted to start with the fucking biggest one. And I was like, okay.
Like the big where you guys are all together?
Yeah, like mm-hmm.
Like a toilet bowl thing.
Yeah. Well, it didn't do the toilet bowl one. We didn't do that like tornado one. We didn't do that because, again, like I said, I'd never been on before, and I don't like. I'm a roller coaster person, so I'm fine with this kind of stuff usually. But I don't like any kind of water play at all. Like, I don't like horseplay around the pool. I don't like it when kids run.
She don't like water play, CJ.
No, I don't like water play or any liquid play. Anyway. But it was absolutely fantastic, even though I was scared. And I did convince CJ to go on, even though he was not going to. I was like, look, first of all, you don't like roller coasters and I don't like water stuff. So both of us are fucked here, which means we're going together. And he did. And he fucking loved it, which was shocking. To the point where then the next day I wasn't feeling good in the morning because I probably shouldn't have eaten. I should have just like continued my fasting. But I tried to like get ahead of my hunger, and I ate just like a bunch of hard-boiled eggs. I'm allergic to them, and I'm an idiot for not eating anything else with them. I just love it. So I don't really care. And then it just made me sick, and I had to sit there drinking a White Claw at like 9 a.m. I'm not exaggerating. I've never used that before as like medicine. That shit worked like fucking crazy. It was great. So it took a couple hours for it to kick in. But then CJ was like, I'm going to go take him on the big thing. I was like, you? I'm a little surprised.
You?
And he was like, yeah, I got this. We're good.
It's like the mini Splash Mountain we went on in Las Vegas. Remember?
And just had a conniption. First of all, it was worth every fucking penny we spent there.
I mean, because you get the little ears, right?
Yeah, when you go in, first of all, like we got what was called their like ultimate fun pass, like food and fun pass. So it's like you get $100 credit here, you get like 20% off there, you get like these free magic wand things that come so that you can just like run around the inside of the entire hotel doing magic tricks. And then you can like go bowling and all of them have different extras. Like this one had bowling and the glow golf. Other ones have like a ropes course. There's another one that has like a mirror maze. Leo thought it was going to have all of it, so he was not happy about that part, but we still had a lot of fun. So it was worth it. It was worth it. Food is still like a little expensive, but you can bring your own food in. They don't mind. You're just not going to eat at any of the restaurants. But yeah, they really don't mind. And everyone was bringing like big ass coolers and stuff, and they did not care. They would roll them into the little water area, but it was so much fun. They had like one of those like simulated ocean wave pool things. That was fucking great. The kids loved that. We could just sit there and chill. That's what I did the last morning when I wasn't feeling so awesome. I just sat there and watched them get hit by waves. They loved it. They loved it. It was awesome. Yeah, there's like story time and they got like free candy and there was just so much. It was worth it. Just plan ahead. Conniption. I love it.
It's so nice when you don't have to like, you just stay in one spot.
You just stay there. You park it. Yeah. You want to go take a nap? Go ahead. Nobody wanted to take a nap. They were great about taking like breaks for lunch, but then when I realized that you could just like order lunch and stay in the little park area, or like you order a pizza from inside at the other place, there's like a pizza place in there. You can just like order the food. You can go get your pizza and bring it back. Bomb. Order a cocktail. Bomb. Then if you get their little cup, you can just keep filling it with soda and juice or whatever from the fountain the whole time. The whole time. They just scan it. Anyway, I sound like an advertisement, but I had a great time.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was so worth it. They do
Yeah, they do. That's right.
They do great. They do homeschool.
Is there only one place? Or is it multiple places?
There are several Great Wolf Lodges across the United States.
Okay.
Several of them. Yeah. And they all have like different extras, like I said. But you and your kids would have loved this one too. Does. Like even Ben would like it. It's loud inside, but you're so active that it's like, even though my autism is set off by noise, like in my rage and panic and frustration and overwhelm, this didn't feel that way. For whatever reason, it's almost like all the water noise helps to like
drown.
Not necessarily drown it out, but it like balances it.
Balance,
I guess is the right word. Yeah. So it's like if everything's loud at home and you turn on a fucking noisemaker, like just to like balance out the noise, it kind of takes from it a little. I don't know how the science that works.
I leave my white noise machine, but it's on thunder and rain.
Yeah,
I leave it on 24 hours a day.
This is rain. This is rain, and a lot of kids.
I walk in and it's like boom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, it does sound fun, right, Jessica? And I got to check on their homeschool days now because there are so many places that do like homeschool discounts and homeschool days, and I didn't even know.
At Legoland.
I'm just learning. I need San Diego Zoo to do that because that's where I want to go. Hi, Diana. Welcome. There's one in Charlotte, so we're looking at going there. Worth it. It was worth it. And we did 2 nights. Ate everything there. We didn't really bring food. I brought just like a few snacks. We brought snacks so that at least all of us could snack without having to get a bunch of shit. So we did do that. We brought all our snacks and just had like, I had like 1 or 2 meals, mainly salad, because there was nothing for vegetarian and keto. And I was like, I'm not going off this for like 2 days. This is dumb. If I ate meat, I would have been fine. But anyway. There's one in Georgia. There you go, Des. And then, anyways.
Kaylin, let's meet up. Homeschool day.
Right. I don't know, like whatever. What does everyone consider like a decent, like we spent 3 days there. So you're doing 2 nights. And the first day you can go as early as it opens. You just can't get into your room till 4. And then the last day you check out at 11. So you have to put your stuff in your car. But we did valet. So we brought that up, filled it up, and they took it back. And then you can stay until it closes. So you're getting like several days that you can play there just for whatever price. But like,
how much did you spend?
That's what I was going to say. What does everybody think I would have spent for 2 nights plus food? This is 4 of us. Plus we got like the food and fun package. The kids wanted souvenirs. And everybody, Leo was like, we got to get some merch. This place is bomb. Got to get merch.
$1,500.
I was about to say 15 too.
It was just over that. It was like 17.
Okay. Yeah, 15 to 2. Yeah.
For 4 of us,
that's everything.
Well, this was for Leo's birthday. It's not like they just fucking went. Like, this was Leo's birthday that Leo has waited half a year for.
Right. So this was originally supposed to be Leo's birthday gift too. So if you include that, this was his birthday gift. And we didn't do anything for him except for a couple of little gifts and some like, cake at home. That was it. We didn't do a lot because this was what he was going to do. And then my gram fell, so we couldn't go. And then, we were going back and forth in her rehab place. And then, she got home and was going through rehab there. And so just kind of things compile and get in the way. And then we went on our RV trip because we were like, fuck it. We don't know when we're going to be able to go do this other thing. And then Leo was like, how could we not do it? Bella's birthday is on the 28th. So it was really weird to like do something for him, even though hers is coming up. But she was so cool about it, as she always is. But dude, let's do it. Are you guys going to meet up? Go to a GWL together? Have a homeschool day? That'd be fun.
It would be. Georgia's not too far. And she's like 2 hours from Atlanta.
Oh, shit. That's cool.
Listen, I'm trying to pull cards out because I forgot them this whole time. And we're in week 3. Sorry, guys. But like, I'm pulling all these cards out. These are for next week. These are for next week. This is the stack that I have pulled for next week's topics.
Like you went through them.
Oh, for next week's topic.
Yeah, I just yeah.
And
yeah,
so
I have
what
a
do we
few.
have? Do you have
Most
some
of them
for
are
this week's topics?
Yeah. There's a bunch in front of me. Yeah.
All right. So as we are about to hop into it, we are in week 3 of You Could Make This Place Beautiful, the memoir by Maggie Smith. We finished week 3. Chapters 99 to 153. Super confusing because she's, in the book there aren't chapter numbers, it's just titles, and then she recycles titles. So if you guys read to the end properly, you would have stopped at more, not sad ass divorce dreams, but more sad ass divorce dreams. That's where we stopped this week.
Wait, which chapter was that?
Yeah, it was more sad ass divorce dreams. 153 is what we read through. So this would be 154. We read through an offering, but the issue is that there were several offerings. So Nora brought that to my attention this week, and I went and almost stopped in the same spot, and I was like,
did I mess up?
Nora asked about this. I don't know. Did you stop at the first offering or the second offering?
I don't know.
Yeah, gotta decide. Which offering did you stop at?
I'm looking.
Yeah, better take a little peeky. We stopped on page 233 in the book. Are you doing digital?
The paperbacks? I don't know if it's...
paper. I don't know how many pages are in that one.
Yeah. Oh, I think I didn't go enough.
You probably stopped at the first offering.
They are. That's why I turned them this way, team, because...
Oh, dear.
It's super funny. You look like a little magician every time you show up, I swear. Sleight of hand, sleight of hand. How many times did we hear that?
Oh, yeah.
She's like, which card? I didn't even see a card.
It is a little bit confusing, Jessica, but I think that we got it mostly figured out.
Yeah.
You just got to know roughly page number for those of you.
So it isn't just that. I mean,
no. I think I did go.
We have all the titles, and in the schedule that's posted on our group it does say the chapter titles you're supposed to read through too, and the chapter numbers, but also if it says, read through an offering and there are several, just look at what next week's start chapter is. Because I put the start chapters also for those, start and end. If you're doing Audible, and you look at the chapter numbers on Audible, they follow what's on our calendar and the schedule. They actually followed, I think, pretty accurately. But yeah, the pages are weird, and hopefully you read through to where you're supposed to stop. I don't know. Anyways,
It'll be
so
fine. It'll be fine.
3 weeks in, we can pull up. Whoopsie daisy. Oh man, it went away. I had.
Let me put these cards on.
There's no number on Audible.
So on Audible though, but you can
Damn it.
see the chapter numbers. So that's why if you're looking at it, it'd actually tell you the chapter number. And Tosh had written that on there. So if you just look at what you're reading, like where you're at, let me see if I can.
Yeah, as she's reading though, like in your ear, she's reading in your
Like-
ear, and she still says like the chapter beginning.
Yeah, but you can check it, right? Just chapter name. No, yeah, Jessica, but you should be able to see like
All
when
good.
it plays, it should say what number.
I think I did read properly. I look at it.
Hardcover.
All right, I got a lot of cards here.
I don't know where you read to, Diana. I don't know where you're at. The hardcover this week, we started at the play, which was page 155 in the hardback. And then we ended at More Sad-Ass Divorce Dreams, or The Little Red Hen in Reverse. That is on page 234. This is super confusing. I know, guys. We do.
234. Oh, I think
we're
we're
not-
the same pages.
We're not
then as
fucking
paperback.
We're not magicians.
The paperback's the same pages then. You said
Oh,
234?
that's nice.
Oh, here, see, Nora, thank you. I guess she stopped at the first one.
Ah, there you go. Thank you.
That makes more
You know
sense.
what? This is what I love.
There was a third one? Did I not?
Oh, you keep showing it. Yeah. So there was an offering
miss-
there. We read just
I was a little tired reading it.
We only read like that much.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Well, hopefully you can keep up a little bit. Where did we start? Where's the play? We said 155 this week. Is that what I said? There you are. Air quotes, the play. Okay, anyways, I'm going to leave my little notey thing there so I don't lose my place. Well, crap, I did that wrong. That's all right. That's all right.
Listen,
I was
can't
not
mess up
aware.
week 4. Read to the end. Read to the end this week. You can't mess it
Just
up.
finish the book wherever you landed this week.
May.
Finish the book this coming week, which will be very nice. And Desiree has a nice little surprise for us to listen to next week as well. So,
Sorry.
All right. So this has been such a
I'm gonna
quick
go up to
read.
teen. Yeah.
It's been a struggle to stop and not
I
read
agree.
ahead. I know. I definitely want to keep reading with this one. I definitely do. So we do have.
I could have finished
Oh,
it
yeah, we
in
got
like the
both
first
of
week.
them. We got both of
Wow,
y'all.
wow.
We got Grizzly
They plan
and
it.
Real
They
D.
plan it.
Look at these guys.
They're across apartments from each other, sitting on one end.
Talking with their little
They're in the same.
can phones.
The what? They're what?
Those like kids used to do.
Oh yeah. That would be
Do
funny.
kids ever do that
How are
anymore?
you
I
guys
bet they
doing?
don't.
It's
Old
been a
school
while.
walkie-talkies. It's old school walkie-talkies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't hear can phone. That's why I asked you to repeat. That's all. I know what the old school stuff is. It is a quick read, right? Okay, so we do have a few comments. Some of you shared, mainly Teen, and then Ashley Dubs she also shared just kind of like some favorite quotes or moments from this week's reading. Yeah, there is more than one offering. Yeah. Didn't one of them divorce recently? They should check the book out. Right? Right? Didn't you get divorced recently?
Oh yeah.
You could read this book with us this month. It's a goodie. It's a
Mhm.
memoir. Not a divorce memoir, but a finding oneself memoir, more like.
Adoring.
Except next week we start reading a chapter titled Sad Ass Divorce Dreams. So that's all right. We've discussed what our sad ass dreams are. And that was last week. Grizz did. Yeah. See?
Oh.
I remembered something. Fuck yeah. I'm going on child number 3. Go you. Are you due soon?
Number 3 is
Or are you just trying to make number 3 still?
Oh yeah. Which one is it? Number 3 is people say something about thirdborns, and it's a true statement.
I've been sending Desiree these like little Insta video reels from this gal who just does like a point of view from all 3 of her kids, but she goes like oldest, middle, and youngest. They are fucking hilarious. This gal is so ridiculously accurate.
I need to see that.
Where like the oldest is like, I'm sick of this shit, but she just kind of like gets stuff done and then complains about the other 2. And then the middle one always makes it a fucking game no matter what she's doing. She'll do it, but she makes it fucking hilarious. Cannot do it seriously. Has to be super fucking funny about it. Just a little wild thing, right? And then the youngest is always like, oh, I'm sorry, I was really busy doing like something else. I told him I was going to be out here to like help and whatever, but he didn't wait for me. Like that kind of shit all the time.
Oh yeah.
I die when I see these. And every time she shows up as the middle child, I think it does, showing up with all her shenanigans. And it's so fucking funny. So funny. Okay.
Listen, I have danced into her living room with dirty shoes.
Hey, you know what? Come on here. We'll have a drink with you. We will celebrate your divorce with you.
Cheers.
With a cocktail. I will cheers you, not her water. Oh, wait.
I have no cock, no tail. It's just water.
No cock, no tail. Okay. It's agua. This October 7th. That's a great day. Great day. This sounds like a lucky day to me.
7's good number.
October is a great month.
Yeah.
Number 3 is a game changer. Can't wait. Didn't know you could impregnate.
Wow.
I'll join you.
Wow. Are you joining us with some water? With some water?
No.
Oh.
Your hand. Okay. You guys are still killing it. Love it. Showing up with shenanigans. You guys are like the middle child.
Well, Dominique and I are middle children.
Dominique, you show
I'm
up.
like a semi-middle.
When you have a large age gap, I feel like sometimes it resets and you just become like the eldest again, or like
there's middle tendencies from parents, but like sibling wise, yeah.
Right? Whiskey. Oh, after my own heart. Look, I am drinking something called Yellowstone bourbon today. I'm not sure which one this is. I just feel like I saw Yellowstone across it when I poured. I must have. Must have. All right. Des doesn't drink, but she has a mouth of a drunken sailor or pirate. Yes. Look, she doesn't need to drink. It's perfectly fine.
You're fucking welcome.
But also, she's going to act up boozeless. So.
Boozeless. Yeah.
We'll show up with the shenanigans boozeless.
I was at my friend's 40th.
Y'all
yesterday.
need the booze to do that? I don't.
Yeah, this little
just helps.
There was a bartender at the party they hired, and he had this little gas tank thing, and he was pouring it into our mouths.
Like the pump?
Yeah, but it was like a mini one.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Okay, see, it's fun. Yeah, hey, even at almost 40, we could still have some fun. Doesn't matter how old we get, we still know how to party. That's children of the 90s. I just don't think we age the same. Grown-up children. See, should star in the next Grown-Ups movie.
Is that why you're getting divorced?
Videos. Is it just called home videos now? Do people even call them that anymore, or did I just age myself?
Home videos.
Look at Dominique laughing at me. Look, we're almost the same age, so don't.
No, because I just haven't heard. Like, obviously, I know what you're just saying, and I just realized I haven't heard that term.
Home videos, right? What do we call them? Jessica, water for you. I know you'll have like a wine once in a blue moon. We'll do it. Oh, bitch, no, you'll have a scotch. Don't even.
When did we stop saying home videos?
I don't know. 90s.
I don't know.
Okay, I wasn't saying I was born.
Maybe when we stopped using the cameras.
Video cameras.
Interesting.
Maybe when we started recording on our phones instead of our cameras, we stopped saying home videos.
Yeah, but it says video.
Yeah, it says you take video. There's some home videos. I'm gonna bring it back.
Home videos.
They're gonna be like, what are home videos? Do you have a vish? Because they're not gonna know it's just VHS. It's just a vish. Vish. Oh God. Okay. You were born in 94? I'm a little unsure here. Unsure. Don't have any, or I would. Good. Thank goodness. You know,
Sir, you're just now 30.
All right.
Are you 30? Is he 30? Is that what that means? You're 30.
Home videos are just Insta reels. Stop it.
With 9 days, he's 30?
30 in 9 days?
That's a big birthday. That's a big birthday.
That's a big baby. You might be the youngest one we have in here right now. They're both fucking 29. Wow.
Good for you. About to get a divorce, about to have more kids. You guys are killing it. I love that. Love that for you.
And not even 30.
So.
94. What was I doing in 94? I was 11. I'm 11 years older than you fools. So what was I doing? Making friendship bracelets, using a caboodle to get me through life. I don't know. Makeup, masks.
But see, that's why everything was awesome in the 90s. That's why they got to bring it all back. Look at what the kids are looking like these days.
Literally, yeah.
Usually you're 30 and a half. You've got the half nearly. Or just.
Okay, you're the older one. That's why you're getting a divorce, because you've already been through this shit. Statistically likely for his first divorce. That's interesting. Hey, you could have more. I mean, you never know.
More.
Just don't make them last so long that you have to like.
Wait. So the earlier you divorce, the more likely it is that you're going to have multiple? Or do some people just say, fuck it?
Probs. So CJ got married at 21. And then his divorce, he started his divorce when his ex left, when Aiden was 9 months old. So like right then he started to go through that. And then it went through when he was 24, like right after Aiden's second birthday. So it took him like a year and a quarter, year and a third, something like that for his divorce.
I was going to say, Emmanuel was like just shy of turning 25.
Yeah, but here we are, 18 years married this year. So that was like an early one. That was an early divorce. But that's, I feel like that's a punk rock thing. I'm not wrong. They have kids early and they divorce early. You're welcome. Prove me wrong. Correct, right? We're gonna go see Smashing Pumpkins.
So there's some rockers that have been married forever. Fucking Ozzy Osbourne.
Okay, well they're English. They also they're different. They eat spotted dick. We're just gonna. Yeah. They don't even.
Oh wow!
You'll eat spotted dick when you go. Yeah, 18 years is fucking bomb. We're gonna go to a concert for our 18 year. It's gonna be great.
Sounds fun.
Where's is San Diego. We're gonna go see Smashing Pumpkins with Green Day. They're doing their 30-year anniversary.
Cute.
And we're gonna go.
I love that music is making me
feel old. And the Lindas are opening, and they're fucking epic little Asian punk rock band. These girls are fucking amazing. Look them up. look them up.
I'll
All right.
do
Speaking of music, because we've got a playlist
Oh,
released
music,
for you
yes.
for this book this
Look at our transition. Oh,
I have 3 questions to go with our playlist for this month, and then we will get into some more information. Doesn't need to be spotted for me to eat it.
mm.
Oh my God, I love it. I love it. Just stick. Gotta go. Have a good night. Have a good night,
Good
Caitlin.
night.
We'll see you next week for the finale. You don't want to miss it. You don't. But you are going to miss playlist questions if you leave now.
Up to you.
I'll ask my first one. Here is our first playlist question for the week. If I can boomer my notes open. All right. Which song on our playlist is in Maggie's QSC playlist?
Should I pop it up?
Quarantine Skate Club playlist.
Do I pop up the... Should I pop it up for them to see? What am I doing? It's not on here no more.
Ooh, get it. Okay, bonus point if you can name the singer, the artist who sings Ring My Bell.
It's playing in my head now.
I love that song. Anna loves that song.
I know Anna does.
Anna
I thought of Anna.
loves that song. Anita something. Anita Ward. Thank you. We got Anita Ward. So team got the first point here for Ring My Bell, and Nora got the second point for Anita Ward. Very good, ladies. Very good. I'm gonna write that down. You guys carry on, Lady Gaga.
No, that's not accurate.
You can ring my bell.
Lady
right.
Gaga, get out of here.
0.2
Mm-mm-mm.
goes to Nora. Don't forget, you guys are trying to win an In My Genres era t-shirt.
Who's gonna
It's one of my
get it?
favorite shirts. I wear it all the time right now. All the fucking time. Love it.
So I thought this week's reading finally asked us the question, because in the very beginning, she says that every book begins with an unanswerable question. And so in one of the chapters this week, she finally asked, "What's mine?"
What?
And hers was "How to Remain Myself."
What do you mean finally? She has been asking that like every 10 pages throughout the whole book.
That's what I said. I said she's been asking it through the whole book, but finally this week, she said, "What's mine?" And then she says, "How to remain myself." That's what her question is.
Oh, I thought, well, she's been asking questions with an answer the entire time.
No, but not this one.
Oh, okay.
Not this question.
Oh.
She asked multiple times.
Oh, a new
My
question.
friend says that every book begins with an unanswerable question. She says that question through the whole book, but she never gives us any other information. This week, she finally said, "But what's mine? What's my unanswerable question?" is basically what she's saying. And she answers it. She says, "How to remain myself." And I think it's how to remain myself through.
Confused.
It was in like chapter. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, sure. Or name.
I have to find. It's one of the beginnings of the bookmarks that I had. Hold on. We finished at 99, right?
We started at 99 this week. So wait, what do you mean she didn't answer it before? She says the same thing, just with like a different one every time, though. And I think it's just
she always asks a question like this. Oh, here.
You did the same thing.
Then
Like
what is
here-
mine? How to heal? Like she answered the question. Usually she just asks the question. You're saying she answered it this time.
How?
Hold on.
On
In 101.
page 198. Page 198.
Yeah, I definitely want to see what I'm not seeing. Thank you.
That's it. Just the
same.
beginning. Chapter 101.
Oh,
Or
157.
end
It's
of
the same.
is the
She
chapter.
answers all the
Yeah,
questions
she
the
does.
same. That's
Yeah,
not
so how
different.
to remain
I
myself.
guess I
This is
didn't feel
how to
like it.
heal.
Yeah, well, it's the same because fudge. Hold on. Right here. Right
Yeah.
next to bittersweet in our back shit here.
I guess I
She
just
goes,
felt like that time.
friend
Maybe I didn't
said-
listen that closely then.
Because it says, then what is mine? This one is how to grieve.
How to grieve. Yeah.
The next one is
I
how
guess
to
I
remain
never paid attention
myself.
to that part.
The next one
Nope.
is how to heal.
Y'all,
What is mine?
I could have gone through this
Oh.
whole book and not realized that she was actually answering it every time she said it.
So she's not necessarily answering.
I finally
She's
noticed it this
asking-
time.
Yeah, I feel like she's asking like a follow-up question that's going to lead into the next few chapters before she asks again. And so that section is going to be about grieving. That section is going to be about healing. That section is going to be about remaining oneself, keeping what's theirs. Like there was the one, I think I asked, I don't know if it was last week or the week before, but she said, what is mine? And then her next question was, what is mine? So that was because at the time she wasn't able to keep anything. And that included her own fucking poetry. She was like, what is mine if I can't even have my own words? And so we went into her talking about having to change her fucking poem because he was being a little bitch.
Right.
So anyway, yeah, I guess we all just kind of
I didn't put those ones together.
That's okay. That's okay. Everybody, I feel like, takes what they need to from each book. And we're all going to see and hear and feel different things sometimes based on whatever's going on in our life. So, anyway. Or just maybe, it sparked a hey for you.
Maybe.
Hold on. I need to.
Maybe so. The other thing that popped up was her wedding dress road trip that she was saying, like where she would leave shreds of her wedding dress.
Right.
And all of like the different places that they went and traveled to, and a death to this, a death to that.
Yeah. That was interesting. All the places that they'd been, just leave a little shred. I was like, it's like leaving the ashes of something gone.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
It's like when they do, like when it reminded me of when women get divorced and then they do like a photo shoot in their wedding dress, ruining the fuck out of it. In the ocean,
I like my dress.
setting
Even
it
if
on
I got
fire.
divorced, I don't think I would ruin my dress necessarily because it's still like, how like some of your kids like, hey, I wish you had your wedding dress.
Yeah.
Well, you probably won't have the same look that I mean, yeah, you can get it altered, but I guarantee you're not going to be interested. We're in a totally different time zone here. Way back in the day. Yeah, you wouldn't want to take mine. Oh, leave a shred from that fucking pine cone pickup, bitch. The fucking they get married, they move across the goddamn country. Fuck her ass. I don't like her. Sound like Anna. Just in case you missed Anna, fuck her. I don't like her. She could take her pine cone and put it in her.
I think that's what made me so angry. Like because like at first he's on like he's dating the girl, and then he's on the fucking dating website, and then now she's like they got a new house, they're spending like 50-50 time. And then I bet that her husband fought her. I feel like that's what's going to happen is that her ex-husband fought her on the custody of the kids. Bitch, no, you can't leave state. Get the fuck back. And they made her go back. And so that's probably why they're moving back. Obviously, we don't know where the ex-husband is with the second wife, but I feel like that's going to be what happens is that she got in trouble for leaving the state and he fought her on it and she's going to have to go back. But now the husband's like, cool. I go and leave his kids. Fuck, I was so mad. Isn't that how it happened? So
Yeah.
I bet how it
You hear that happen a lot. I just can't understand.
I just can't. That says a lot. I just can't. That says enough.
Because I've seen it too. I've seen things happen like that.
Yeah.
To make these choices.
To a high school theater. That's funny.
Hold on, I'm
What just
checking
happened?
my
What did I miss?
nothing. Oh, I don't know. I'm checking my next question.
I'm actually enjoying, obviously I'm enjoying the book. And I'm enjoying the way she writes too. I have
Yeah.
never actually read a memoir, so I'm not really sure which person people write it in, you know, how it's written. But I really enjoy how it's very poetry, right?
Yeah. Well, because you could write a memoir in any style.
Well, our author even mentions that in the beginning too. She's like, I felt like it would be weird if I wrote this in like first person. So she kind of, or third person, whichever she fucking said. I can't remember in the beginning. Dude, I think CJ's frying something. You know, like where I'm like super far away from like the kitchen, but I feel like I can feel it. Like my eyes started burning.
Is that smoke?
I don't like it when oil is fried in the house. It really bothers me. And I know that like everything has to be really, if you're gonna fry something, it has to be in like veggie, like a veggie oil. But like there's a smell to it that really sets me off. Like it bothers my eyes. I don't like it when the whole house smells like it. I feel like if I cook it, I have to then go like take a shower because I can't stand the smell on
Does this
myself.
have anything to do with like your In-N-Out days? Like
No, because I
You're-
loved smelling like burgers and French fries back in the day. I did not mind smelling like spread and onions at all.
no, but being around the oil?
No,
No?
I think there was such a good smell inside In-N-Out that, like, when I did the fries and stuff, it didn't bother me too much. But I do
Oh.
remember that, like, on a Friday, if I was working the fryer, I went home and immediately showered.
Wow.
The day that Desiree took me to go meet CJ, I did not shower. And I was not on fries.
And
but
he
I
said,
smelled
"Oh, you taste like me. Let me eat it up." Just
I
kidding. I
had
don't know.
been like at the burger station. I was putting together the burgers that day, which means it smelled like onions, tomato, spread, cheeseburger. I smelled like all of that, but it didn't smell like the fries. So I don't know. It was like dab behind the ears and clearly got myself a 20-year relationship so far.
Too
Oh,
fluffy.
wow.
Memoirs are usually written in first. I just feel like this one is kind of fluffy. I feel like she glosses over all the bad parts.
Well, I think again,
Or
she's probably-
romanticizes them in a poetic way, like even if they're bad. If that's
well,
not
she also is protecting her kids a lot too, right? And probably expects them to read this and is probably writing just enough for herself to
yeah.
get through this without trying to destroy
Relationships and other
relationships.
people.
Yeah.
She's definitely trying to make sure that she keeps, you know, her kids' privacy intact.
And even
Like her ex to a certain point.
well,
Which is like, how much of a memoir could it really be if you're still skipping parts? But then I understand why, because she explains why when she won't do it. She's like, the reason I'm not going to give you all this is because. And I'm like, okay, well, I respect that. At least you're giving me the reason why you chose not to include this information. Your kid's big upset about something and you don't want to talk about it. I don't fucking, that's fine.
Well, then I know people.
But I definitely want to hear, fuck this asshole. He's such a fucking dick right now, and I'm so sick of the way he's treating me. I'm sick of the way he's treating these fucking kids. It is so unfucking fair. all of that. Like, I don't understand why she's like skipping over that part, except for the fact that this book is not completely about her divorce. It is about her and her change and her growth and her development throughout this process. And so that's why I can understand why she, again, it's not a tell all, it's a tell mine. Thank you. She mentioned that again this week. She did. She mentioned that again. And yeah, I agree. I respect that.
Well, I was gonna say also, like, I've known people where, like, even though they have, their issues, like, she obviously has her issues with her husband, but
Yeah.
they're saying her kids could read this, and I've known
kids
people
can
where
read
they
it,
don't
right.
want to be the one to say, like, this is a bad person. Kind of like, you make that choice yourself. I'm not going to do
I
anything
think
to influence
I
your
think that
point
a
of
lot of
view.
that, and here is something that, my mom piped up right here at the perfect moment. So, and I can say that she did the same thing. So she and my dad had their issues and they got divorced, and we didn't always know all of them. Some of them we knew about because we could see them. And for the other ones, she was like, hey, like, you're going to make your own decision. You're going to kind of experience these things on your own. I want you to have your own opinion about him, and I don't want it to be because of me
Yeah.
that you feel these things. But I do feel like, that's really hard to separate
Yeah.
because like you have this deep connection, this deep love for your parents, and maybe more so for one parent versus the other sometimes. We grew up with mom, so it was obviously going to be a closer thing for us to have a connection with her. But so when she was upset or hurt or whatever it was by a situation, even if I didn't know what was going on, I feel like, you just kind of pick sides naturally.
Yeah.
But it's not like I would express those things when I was done visiting my dad. I didn't say like, hey man, it really sucked that you did all these things when we were growing up, or didn't do these things, or the way you treated mom was not okay. Like, we just never had those conversations. A lot of people don't, because they're not comfortable. So, but I definitely think that my mom tried to like allow us to find our own way and to experience things on our own without all of that. However, I still fully believe that if you're going to write a memoir about your experience should still be honest. And
Yeah.
if it's preserving your children, that's one thing. So preserve them. But like, you can still speak about your experience. You can still speak about your moments. You don't have to go like fade to black every single time something like were to happen. And I think that that's kind of like where she's at and what she does here. It's always a fade to black. Like, she did it. She met someone in this week's reading.
Right.
Fade to black. We don't know what happened with that. We don't know if they're still together. We don't know if that's a relationship that continued. It was very, very interesting how you disappeared. You're back. Hi. I'm not saying she needs to tell us more. I just think I'd enjoy more if she continued the story without all the fluff in between. Yeah, I mean, I do like it. I also agree with you. So I do feel like it's kind of fluffy. And it's not necessarily like the extra info that she's adding in between these things. And it's not like the little moments that we're getting that help. But I do think they help develop who she's becoming along this storyline. But I don't know. It's just like when she got low, did we know how low she went? Do we feel like we can resonate with that? Have you ever been so low that you needed to read someone's words and how they went through it and how they worked through it and how they came out of it? I mean, I feel like that's what a lot of people need, and to gloss over some of those like darker moments or some of the harder work you put in kind of can take away from like what you become and who you become and how you get there in the end. But I don't know. I guess the poet in her comes through, just not the style I normally go for. Yeah. What type of memoirs, for those of you who read them, what type of memoirs do you normally read? or have you read in the past? Or is there like a,
I was gonna.
well, I like to read about like celebrities, or I like to read about musicians, or maybe I like to read about a Pulitzer Prize winner, or something like that. Like,
I was gonna
so
ask, what was your favorite memoir? So then we can get a jumping off point of what you normally like or read, or what was your favorite?
the posthumous ones are really awesome. Where they
The
start a blog.
posthumous?
Yeah. Where they start writing their memoir while they're still alive, and then they die during it, and then someone else has to either finish it or
Oh,
publish
No, I
it
just felt like you were saying the word wrong. I know what you were saying. I just felt like you were saying it weird.
What did I say? It's posthumous.
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 Is that actually how it's pronounced?
Posthumously? Yeah, posthumous. Mhm.
Isn't it post something? I'm gonna look right
Yeah,
now.
it is post, and when you put it together, it doesn't stay post. It becomes posthumous.
It says posthumously. Posthumously?
Yeah. So the H works as a vowel, turning that into a ah instead of an O sound for the O.
That
in
is
post.
so weird. Like, that is not
English
how
is fucking weird, but I do know that like where vowels are placed after another vowel like actually makes a difference. And because sometimes an H can like sounds like a vowel, it sometimes acts as one. So I have been that low. See, yeah, like some of us have gotten low, and it's like I like to read about, and maybe that's just like a little dark. Like maybe we just want to read about someone getting low. She says I finally saw a therapist, and she asked me, "No, really, I don't mean how the fuck your kids are doing. I mean, how are you doing?" Like it's obviously.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, usually read about people I know. Celebrities, Storyteller by Dave Grohl. Okay, so musicians, celebrities, yeah, like people that you would know that like maybe you want to know a little bit more about, get to know on kind of a personal level. Never read one before this one. Recently read John Stamos's and enjoyed it, but memoirs are not typically what I'd read, but are not what I read regularly. I just added a fucking word there. Typically, you did not say that. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like if you really like fiction, I feel like it's hard for a lot of fiction readers to really enjoy memoir. But clearly that's not the case because our author writes in a very like fictional way. Like it definitely feels like she's storytelling versus like reigniting old feelings that she'd actually gone through. I don't know. Only other one I could think of that I read, which wasn't a celebrity, is Wild. Yeah. I think a lot of people read that one. Oh my God. You know who she looks like? Maggie Smith in this photo in the back of our book.
Who?
What is her name? Mary Steenburgen, the actress. She's one of my favorite actresses.
I looked that up.
Mary Steenburgen. You see her. She's gorgeous.
Did anything this week
I know who you're
shock
talking
you?
Mm-mm. Nothing fucking shocks me, not even when that asshole's an asshole. I was really glad. You know, it was
when he moved away and the way like her kids reacted. Oh, heartbroken.
Did I miss something? Oh my God, I just
It
ripped
shocked me only because
That was your nail?
ew.
That was my nail. Oh my God.
Ow.
That's so fucked up.
Ow.
It got caught
At
on the
least it
string
looked like a ripped
on the
string.
bottom of my pant leg. I was like trying to lift my legs up so I could sit like a fucking child, and it got caught on the end of my pant leg and just fucking went for it.
Right across.
God damn it. The rest of them were doing so good. I hate that. What do I do with that?
I think it just shocked me that he ended up moving because she said that he'd moved a few times in the couple of years that all of it was going on, but it was like in their neighborhood, right?
Mm-hmm.
It
And so I think that's why I was shocked that, I mean, yes and no, because obviously you hear when men get in relationships, you know, it's the new toy, right? Bright and shiny crayon. And so they're going to go to that one, and, you know, whatever's left was left. But I think it just shocked me because we already knew that he lived in their neighborhood. They're not married yet. It's still a fiance.
I'm pretty sure they're not married yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, whatever they're
We
doing.
know-
Surprised they're still doing it. Him and this fucking pine cone.
So I-
shirt.
Tina, I actually had to rewind because I was like, where did I miss that? When she was talking about how they went to the coast, and I was like,
Yeah.
where'd
That
the
was
man come
cute.
in? And so I like
That was
rewound
random.
a few times to try and find it.
Mm.
Does anyone
Yeah.
know where he came from? Or did it literally come out of left field?
didn't
We're
say-
going
Left field,
to the coast.
right? It
Said
just
I was surprised. I surprisingly met someone during this time, and it was right
COVID,
before
uh-huh.
COVID. So when COVID kicked in, then it gave us like a different
way
get
of
to know you time, a way of like really getting to know the full.
what you call it, like a greenhouse kind
Yeah,
of thing
most
before you
things
plant.
Why? Yeah, where you're just
Terrarium
like,
or was it?
I was cleaning
Yeah.
my house at the time in which I was listening, so maybe I missed something.
left field, exactly.
Oh.
I definitely was out of left
Yeah,
field.
but see, so
and
I
then
rewound, and I still didn't catch that.
She mentioned it and then dropped it that quickly.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
So we don't know if that
Okay.
relationship continued or not. We have no idea. That one was like out of left field, but I was not shocked. There's nothing that's like shocking.
Do we think it's the neighbor when they like saw each other across the
The neighbor
yard,
that like
the
popped out in his suit and slips.
and
they
his
fucking, like,
business at the
circled around
top
each
and a cozy bar party at the
wait,
bottom?
okay, that I missed. What do you guys
Okay, so when she and her neighbor lady started the quarantine skate club, right?
Mhm.
She's all out in her alley fucking around on her skates and stuff. And this
Yeah.
other dude pops out and he's wearing
Yeah.
like full suit and tie, like he's going to work and shit, but he's got his slippers on because he clearly can't go.
But he was
into
on a
work.
meeting.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't
that was
catch-
like their little fucking
Oh, yeah,
I was
quarantine
during
meet
COVID.
cute. Yeah,
Nice.
their little meet cute. And then fast forward like just a few
It was
chapters,
like
and she's
in
like, "So I met someone."
120-ish.
Yeah. Then she says, I met someone, and it's like, hey, did you meet the dude down the alley in his fucking suit and slips?
Okay, I missed that.
I don't know. Maybe it was him. I thought for a second it might be him, but I don't know.
That's what I was wondering from the very jump.
Okay, you guys, quarantine skate club. Honestly.
Listen, my internet is going to shit, you guys. I don't know why. I'm just letting you know if it drops out again. Because it's like
Tell your kids
got
to
like
get the
one
fuck
bar.
off
I don't know
the
what's
internet.
happening.
Is that what's
Tell
going
your
on?
husband to stop checking his stocks. Tell your kids to stop streaming movies and video games.
Yeah,
They'll survive
not
like
time.
30 more minutes. They can fuck off.
Mhm.
So Emmanuel's actually in the shower with Odin, so it's not them, but it could be Ben, but he would be the only one
Yeah, right.
using
It's
the
your-
internet to watch a show.
your adult children.
She's not sure, and I don't know what he's doing. He's on a different Wi-Fi connection than mine,
Sure is.
like
sure is.
different router or whatever. Yeah, no, it's a different one. We just bought another one.
Same internet though in the house. Anyway,
Probably. I don't know. I just know there's a new router. I have one in my room, one over there. There's one over here. Our house
that's
is
just so
that
you
spread
have
out that
like
you need 3
more.
there.
That's just so you have better internet in all the rooms. That's all. You're still on the same like service.
Same internet. Just
Same internet.
Yeah,
you get
could be. Could he pay for his own? It's possible. I don't know.
Doubt it. I don't think you guys have a separate internet line running to your house. Anyway, okay.
I couldn't tell you.
So our author goes through many changes. She starts running. I think that was last week. This week we got a little info on her running playlist. For anyone paying attention, we got another question here.
Ooh.
Which band or artist on the playlist is in our author's running playlist?
you need like Jeopardy music.
Yeah. When in doubt, unplug and count to 10. Okay, so from my super nerd
It's
husband,
in my
who
room.
you work on this shit, you count to
Okay.
15. That extra 5 seconds apparently makes a difference. Speaking of the nerd, look at you bringing me. What's wrong?
That's not.
I feel
that's
like
not.
somebody's husband is about to start dancing, Dominique. That's what that sounds like.
Try to find something like
Liz Fair. Fuck yeah. Does anybody else remember? Thank
I'll
you.
make on my own.
Or just bring me the bottle and I can pour it myself.
I'm good.
What
Oh,
do you mean I'm good? That means you should say you're good. Okay. Liz Fair. Can you name the song? Liz Fair. Love it.
mhm.
Can you name this song by Liz Fair? I used to listen to this song like on fucking loop. There's my tism. I'm a repeat song listener. I will listen to it literally with no break for like 3 days. It'll just be the only song that plays on loop, and I will like not. I only hear half of it. Why can't I? There you go. That's what it's called. Go team.
Good job.
There you go. Why can't I? You basically got it. Or maybe it's just why can't I? We do first point. The first point wins that, or the first person to answer correctly gets that point. Is kind of how we do that. Thanks. What?
You can say it.
Okay. Goof. I got a refill. I didn't have to ring my bell or anything. Like Anita Ward.
Good one.
I love that song anyway. Why can't I? That shit was on my fucking 1990s running playlist, though, for sure. And it's on our playlist, and I've been listening to it like crazy, screaming it. Bella's in the back seat now, singing it. I love my kids. I love it when they take on like the 90s nostalgic things. I don't know if I'm the only one, but
No, it's fun. But then they get older and then they start listening to weird crap on their own, which I should respect. I should respect.
yeah, should, but I'm not gonna because Aiden was so obsessed with Blondie when he was really young.
I remember that.
Right? Obsessed. And then he got into like other like 80s, and then he got into our 90s, and not just like 90s, like our 90s, like grunge and rock. And we were so proud of ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So proud. Like he knows like all the obscure like 90s ones, you know? And he loves them. It's like, it's not just like Green Day. It's not just the Smashing Pumpkins. It's like nobody knows Local H. Nobody knows Face to Face. Like we were so proud of this. Cracker, like we love all of it, right? He loves all of it. And then right mid to end high school, he starts listening to like that irritating, like on the radio mumble rap. Why? And then to the point where he sent me a song and was like, Mom, I need you to hear this whole song. And I was like, why? And he's like, it's a 10-minute rant of mumble rap. I don't think I can do this, dude. I don't think I ever forced my mom to listen to a 10-minute 90s grunge
Anything?
song. But I might have. So I don't know. So
Did you listen to it?
I did listen to it, and I was like, wow, he really had a lot to say. Like a lot. And I'm not 100 on who the fuck it was. Just some like local whoever. And he's just hanging out with friends in college is when he sent it. And so I don't know what he listens to now. But anyway, I don't run unless it's from Cops or Men. But it was definitely in my CD changer. Wait, run? I don't run.
Run. What?
What was in your CD changer?
The song, CD, music.
I would have run from the cops. You guys are funny. Running from the cops. Jessica,
Oh.
successful 3 out of 3 times.
Oh.
Oh, our local teen.
So that's some stories there.
Anyway, Maybe because it's her running. God dang. I really did not.
Oh, okay.
Running playlist. I don't run. There we go. I don't run. I don't have a running playlist either. I could have like a walking playlist. Like for when I get on my treadmill. Like once. I could make a playlist for the second time I get on there. I'm kidding. I mean, I get on it. I just am not a big fan of it. I think I have one of those things that like make you feel really sick when your heart starts to race.
Mm.
Whatever disease that is, I have it.
You just need to relax all the time. That's all.
And I also panic when I sweat. Is that a thing?
Well, I don't like sweating.
Like severe loathing is how I feel about sweating. I feel a pore open and a sweat bead come out, and I almost can't breathe. Is that? That's great.
I'm not that bad, but like,
I'm not kidding. I don't like it ever. There is no scenario in which I'm even enjoying myself sweating. Not one. Think about it. I do not like sweating. Wait, AC has got to be blasting on me.
Wow.
It's weird. I don't know. Maybe it's a sensory processing thing. Thank you. Oh
I
my
would
God,
shower right after.
No, but during it.
After
it's like,
getting on the treadmill.
oh no, I was on foot. Definitely wouldn't run in a car. Right? And they catch you in a car. You got way better. You can like tuck into places if you're trying to run and hide.
yeah.
Must not have got your plate. You guys are so funny.
I was gonna bring up when she's talking about there was a couple of them, like her first Christmas alone, and how her neighbors like came over and brought her snacks, and she just sort of sat there and so sad, like eating them, and it was so sweet. Are you trying to come fix the internet?
Yeah. Pause it or whatever.
What?
Whether
Hold on. He wants me to. How do I? There you go.
Internet. Oh, she disappeared.
Yeah, because he didn't want to be in the video.
That makes sense.
What? This whole time I could have been hardwired.
I was trying to tell you that on the phone, but you decided not to listen.
But you didn't ever say plug
we can't
into
hear you.
the router.
I told you, hey,
We hear you.
right on the
Both
side of
of
my
you.
computer, there's a cord.
Hold on.
And you're like,
What question did I ask?
So,
Was it about running?
Like,
Did I ask what song was on her running playlist?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Huh.
Was that not it?
I have two questions, and I switched the answers.
Uh-oh.
That's even funnier. Y'all both get 3 points. 3 points. Whatever the question was, you guys got the answer right.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Oops.
Now I'm confused.
That was so sad.
I asked which band or artist on the playlist is in our author's running playlist.
Uh-huh.
Okay. It was not Liz Fair.
It is
that is the answer to
whiskey?
another question. So the other question, which I will let you guys think about for a second. The question with that answer was this: which artist or band on the playlist did our author listen to in high school that she began listening to again after the sad ass song phase concluded? And the answer to that was Liz Fair, and the song on our playlist was Why Can't I? So nobody answered
3
the
points
question.
for Tina and Nora.
Yeah, they each, yeah. Which band or artist on the playlist is in our author's running playlist? Running. Which song on our playlist does she have on her playlist when she goes?
Are you still asking the question?
Yeah, because I want to get the answer to this one. Which band which song did I choose from that band, whichever, is on our author's actual running playlist, the thing we don't do. That would just be my errand playlist. I would walk to the beat. She wasn't listening to those while running. She has a separate running playlist. She has I started listening to Liz Phair again and several other bands and found out that and then remembered, oh, I listened to those back when I was in high school. And after I stopped listening to all the sad, dramatic, depressing music from when we got our divorce, I started listening to the songs from high school again, back when I was happy and before I met his ass. Metric now or never now.
Oh wow, Slurpy Derpy.
I did.
What are you eating?
It's full of liquid. I don't know if you can see.
Is that
Oh,
like
Alfredo. Got it.
Kind of. He made me a shaved zucchini pasta.
oh nice?
Right? Yeah. With a I guess it's a deconstructed pesto. So all the ingredients are in it, just not blended together to make a pesto. You've got your basil and your parm and your garlic and your pinoles or pine nuts that are beautifully roasted too. So yum yum. Anyway, sorry I slurped. That was gross.
I thought you were eating like a noodle. I mean, you were, but or soup. So the other thing that I was just trying to find where it was, and it was in chapter 135 when she's talking about when she went to marriage counseling, she waited, what was it, a month, 2 months, however long it was, maybe it was just the month, to even mention that she'd found his postcard
Uh-huh.
to the therapist. And then
Mhm.
she's answering that to herself saying, it's because she didn't want to anger him. How many of us say nothing because he's going to get mad about whatever it is instead of being honest about whatever it is?
No, I can't wait. I gotta
I was gonna say maybe that's why certain relationships go with different kinds of ebb and flow. I don't know. Because I don't really hold anything. I used to when we were really young. I used to be like, don't rock the boat, hold your pain. If you're angry, keep it to yourself. You don't want to appear a certain way. And then I was like, that's not helping our relationship because we're not growing. He's not understanding when he does certain things that I don't like. And also, if he were to do the same thing, it's like I would want to know, what did I do? What did I say? What did I whatever? And because I'm obsessive about that, I'd be like, I need to know. And so I stopped holding that probably over a decade ago, which is probably the reason why we're coming up on 20 years together. So I don't know. Again, I think we had this conversation maybe in last week's reading, or maybe it was even in the first week, where keeping certain things to yourself does not help your relationship grow.
Yeah, we talked about the first week. Yeah.
There we go. Right. I would have brought it up first visit. Especially being honest with your therapist. Your marriage counselor. You're going in there to fix things. If you're keeping things from them, you can't fix the actual issues.
There's no point of even being there.
Right.
Listen, not me.
Good. There you go. That's good too. You're like, I just kind of wanted to keep it to myself. And he's like, no, we're going to figure this shit out. I want to be done with it. Counseling is, whoops, sorry, go ahead. Counseling can be tricky because it's not always an immediate safe space. That's true.
Yeah.
You have to get comfortable in that environment before you really let it out. That's true. So when it comes to like marriage counseling, I can understand how that would be harder. But when it comes to like personal therapy, I feel like just let it out. Do it all right off the bat. You don't want to feel this person out for the next year. You want to find out if this is the right person. So just be like, I'm going to let it all on the table right now. And we're going to find out if you're going to be the right person for me. Because I'm not going to waste a year or any of my money on this.
That because I've been before, and like I just like spew it all out, just to the point where I'm like, you start like,
Well,
I don't even know where I'm going. I just
It's just verbal
Go.
diarrhea where you're
Mhm.
like, every thought and feeling I've ever had, I'm going to give to you right now. And I want you to put it together like a puzzle.
then you look at them afterwards, you're like,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
that's what you're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
well, see, I think that it's because like you're dealing with your own issues when you go into personal therapy. But then when you're going to marriage counseling, again, you're talking about however many years you've been together, and now you're talking about two different people who've come together, right? A family. You have to pull back those layers like a fucking onion, and it burns the way onions burn.
But she admits to straight up not being honest about the reason they're there. That's different. We're not talking
Yeah,
about the
and she
later.
says it's because he would get angry.
Right. And I guess once you can contend with the fact that you're going to make him angry by being honest, then maybe you're going to be honest.
I think it also goes to show because she does say that she wanted to save her marriage, right? Like they went to marriage counseling. She knew why they were there because of what she found, right? So she's trying to
Mhm.
pussyfoot around it and not bring it up. And once you admit it out loud, everything changes, right? Because at that point, he didn't know that she'd seen it, right?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
That's when he found out.
That's when he found
It
out.
was later.
That's
He
right,
did not
because
know. She
yeah.
admitted it to him like later, and then yeah. She took forever. Remember then she like finally fucking went off on him and was like, oh my God, I couldn't stop it
Mhm.
after I finally said something. But see, the finally said something. I can't do that. I don't want to do that anymore. That's not lasting. Anyway. All right. Hold on. We have a few quotes that we could like pop up. Desiree asked a couple questions. We have a few quotes for this week. Teen posted, this isn't the story of a woman who fell in love again and therefore was healed and lived happily ever after. This is the story of a woman coming home to herself. Again, just repeating why this isn't just like a sad ass divorce story. Definitely more of like a finding yourself story. All right, team posted another I have the kids today, I said, when they were at my house. As in, they're mine today. As in, today I have children.
Mhm.
The poems are mine. I have sole custody, all of them, every day. So yeah, she finally answered the question. You remember, like, was it week 2 or week 1, where in our, a friend always asks, that what is it? Every story begins with an answerable question. What is mine? And she had asked, what is mine? And then we went into her husband at the time wouldn't even let her have her poetry. And this is when she gets to finally explain the poems are mine. She finally answers that in this week's reading. So probably 2 weeks later. The poems are mine. I have sole custody, all of them every day. But do you? Because didn't you take your tears out of your one poem? Your Google Maps poem took tears out of that. I hope that all your poems since then are actually yours. I hope you do have sole custody since then. trying to put the blame on herself for their marriage falling apart. Took a while to realize he had a major part in it, and saving his feelings wasn't saving their marriage. Bitch. Exactly. That's sad. All right. Where's the next one? Hold it. We have another. Some people ask, do you think your divorce made your kids more resilient? And teen highlighted. I could say you don't get to take credit for someone else's growth if they grow as a result of what you put them through. Fuck. Highlighting the real goodies this week, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And then she finalizes it with Walt Whitman's quote, I am large, I contain multitudes. I loved Walt Whitman when I was learning about poetry back in the day. There are certain poets that like you don't have to dig deep to figure out what they meant. And I don't think that like Walt Whitman and Robert Frost necessarily were like one of those. Or you don't have to be like, oh, what does it all mean? And I gotta like deep dive into this and try and figure out where it started or what it meant. It's hard. But anyway. And then Ashley Woodall highlighted my thinking. That year, I said no over and over. I tried to say yes as often as I could. Sometimes yes looked like ice cream for dinner or an 80s dance party in the living room or a water fight in the backyard past our bedtime. Sometimes yes looked like a couple of middle-aged women roller skating in a driveway. Love that. Say yes to yourself, bitches. It's a good one. I did post another prompt in our poetry thread. So for anyone who hasn't seen it, the post number 1, which we got a couple of poems for, and like I said, Teen posted and Rachel Morgan posted. The prompt for that one was write a poem inspired by the first sound you hear in the morning. Describe how the sound shapes your emotions and thoughts as you transform from sleep to wakefulness. Consider how the sound interacts with the environment around you and what memories or feelings it evokes. So they kind of went with like some reading for last week. And then this week's prompt, which no one has responded to yet, but will. Prompt 2, write a poem about a physical object that you own that holds significant personal meaning. Describe its appearance, how you came to possess it, and the memories or emotions it evokes. Consider why this object is uniquely yours and how it represents a part of your identity. So hopefully we get a couple of responses to those poetry prompts soon. Anyway.
Oh, I saw the prompt.
You what?
Teen just saw it today.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so hopefully you can add something fun for us. Teen did post. I didn't know if you wanted us to read it last week, so we didn't. But Teen had posted an incredible poem last week to the first prompt. So I'm sure there will be more gems to come. Anybody ever attempt poetry out there? And then just said fuck that, or never thought that they could, so didn't.
I think I lightly attempted, and as I was attempting, I said fuck it. No, not for me.
I always wondered if like maybe I should write music instead of poetry. Like maybe that would have made a difference. Like maybe I could have done that instead if I thought about it in a different way. But I always thought I had to be like more poetic.
Yeah.
I don't think I know what I'm doing here. I'm just gonna not do it.
I think I was thinking too hard. Trying like forcing something.
Where you're trying to like find words that you don't know. and you're trying to like make connections that you're not sure connect. I don't know. Oh, you can read whatever I post. So I will, because there are some really incredible poems by Teen. So I will continue to share. Never thought I could. That was kind of where I was at. I was like, oh, I want to write poetry. I want to be like a little Tosh Whitman, a little Tasha Frost. But then it never happened because I was like, I don't think I understand poetry. But maybe I did. I don't know. Never attempted so that I could find out. Let me see. Where's the poetry post? So for last week's, write a poem inspired by the first sound you hear in the morning. Describe how the sound shapes your emotions and thoughts as you transition from sleep to wakefulness. Consider how the sound interacts with the environment around you and what memories or feelings it evokes. And I don't think I read this. Did we read this last week? So Teen writes, I'm going to bring it here so I'm not like looking super far away. In the dark of the morning, before the light can touch your eyes, when the dew collects on the tips of leaves, I know what heaven must feel like. I know my reason for being alive. In the dark of the morning, when the quiet hum of the night comes to her deepest rest, I keep my body perfectly still so I can observe the life breath in and out of your chest. In the dark of the morning, as the sun erases the stars, in the morning, the breeze begins. I gather the warmth of your skin and make a wish that our time would never end. And some people are poets. That was a good one.
See, I feel like I can't make words just sound so low like that.
Y'all, I
hard.
barely speak English, so
Thank you. Desiree's over here like, when do pirates write poetry? Like, I don't.
Arr.
Do sailors write poetry? I don't even. And then this one, which is very difficult to read, but I'm going to read it. Oh, we got what it was about. I loved this one. I loved this poem. It's actually about sleeping next to my kid and watching her before she wakes up. This one I feel like resonates with moms so cleanly. Like you're there, you can feel it. You have the same emotion, you have the same feelings, you have the like same, you're in that body where you're like, I don't want to move. I don't want to disturb this. You know, where you just like, you hold your breath and you don't move and you don't turn, you don't shift, you don't do any of those things because you just don't want to ruin that like moment for yourself. A moment that like you wish you could keep in like photographs or video, one that like would have the right amount of words for how you were feeling right then. But very well written, as always. Prior to that, in I think it was last week's discussion post, Teen had posted another poem without prompt, just posted it. And it is a doozy. So enjoy. How do I balance on a tightrope that's already on fire? How do I balance with her in my arms and you on my back, walking this line knowing we can't turn back? How do I balance 3 centers of gravity with flashing lights, a smile of perfect teeth and sparkling beads pricking me until I bleed? How do I balance on precarious fibers that shift and swing, enough for us to hold on in this act of 3 rings? How do I balance my yearning to fly free, to let the air hold and carry me, when your clawing dependence is pulling all my strength, clinging to a sinking ship at sea? How do I balance on feet numb from the pain of your betrayal and games, when I have to keep walking? There is no net, and every night it is the same. And is that published somewhere? That one's rough. That one hurts. This one goes with the book very well. That's a rough one. That's a rough one. Is that a new one? Or was that one that you had written prior and shared with us? That's a hard one to share or to read aloud.
Mm-hmm.
I also worry that I read weird. But you guys know that I'm not a popcorn reader. So it goes along with the same thing. Oh, can you imagine? Anna would have been all like up here, like.
Yeah, but that's not what it needed. Didn't need
That's not what it needed. It needed somebody who's like
the
uncomfortable.
sex line
reading.
call. That's not what we needed.
No, we needed someone who was uncomfortable reading to read it. That's what it is. Hold on, I wrote it last Friday. Bitch, you literally wrote it just for okay. Well, I just write award-winning
Wow.
shit, on a Friday too.
On a whim. Just like,
On a whim. Thank you, on a whim.
oh, look at that.
That one should be shared.
Look at that.
You know when that should be shared? During open moth night.
Well, that's not poems. That's stories.
I think it is,
both,
but it is a story.
like this memoir.
No, I know it's
memoir.
a story.
Yeah, I see what
written
you
in
mean, like-
poem, but it's not really.
It should be shared more.
Maybe
on a
if we
poetry
did
night,
like a
but-
poetry night, right? But
she could just
that
speak on
would
the
have been-
story
that's a good place
in a
to-
poem form, like she's telling her memoir.
It
in a
is.
poem
Yeah,
form.
I still think that.
Yeah,
that would
but
be
wasn't
perfect.
it supposed to be
Yeah.
a certain length of time too?
I don't
No.
know, Desiree.
So they typically said no more than 5 minutes, for your moth night story. And they also gave a prompt for it. So it would have a theme and then it would have like an answerable question. So, or like a title and a
Unanswerable.
theme, however you want to answer that. So a title and a theme. So it could have been, and I think Moth had done maybe something similar where it's like, just share something or I'm sure that they have a night that would be maybe more dedicated towards someone who is as talented as our sweet teen is. But anyway, I read it beautifully. Well, thank you. It's the first time I've ever been complimented for reading something out loud. But still your words. Fantastic.
Because you're
Yeah.
normally yawning when you're reading something to your children. So
Dude, I think I just had to like hold my breath and remember that this is not like a child's story and I'm not bored to shit.
I'm happy for you. Oh wow.
Yeah. Next time Des can read. Anyway, hopefully
better.
hopefully this week's prompt will give you a little something else, or you can, just flip back in your notebook of poetry. So if you're not following Teen on Insta, her poetry is incredible. You should be. And you need to get it published, including your latest ones, because these are really incredible. They really are. So I'm glad I didn't cry through your last one because that one is hard. That one hurts. What are you doing there? What are you
I was
dangling?
waiting
What are you
ask
dangling? Carry on.
dangling the D. I was gonna ask if anybody has done their keychain yet. We don't have enough time to do it tonight. I
Dangleberry.
was gonna bring it out to see if anybody, wanted to walk through it and attempt it.
I'm
I
right
have
here.
no
I need
idea.
instruction. So
You have instruction. You just scan this little motherfucker right here. It's gonna pull up on the Tubi,
Wow.
the YouTubes.
look at her. She's
Is it,
Alright.
is it a home
I got
video?
you set up. It is a home video.
Stop
It's a
it with a home
home
video.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Right, right.
Oh my God. Getting published feels like a pain in the ass. I'm just going to go Emily Dickinson, let someone else do it after I die. That's what I'm talking about. Posthumously.
Posthumously.
When I finally know how to say a word and I feel like good about myself, I'm like, I'm going to say it 13 more times.
13. Mm-hmm.
Maybe 17.
19 times? 19. Mm-hmm. Anyway, has anybody tried it? Has anybody tried their keychain yet? It was a lot of work, guys.
I want to. My whole month is filled with our next book, which is Circe by Madeline Miller.
I can't wait for everybody to see this box. It's gorgeous.
I can't wait for everyone to read the book that apparently is a six
It's a
Your
what?
mother.
a 6-star. A pre-reader said if I could give Circe
Oh,
6 stars.
really?
That's from a sci-fi reader.
Huh.
I was going to say, she loved yours. It was Armada and Circe. It was between those two.
Right.
But I
6?
guess Circe
6.
won. I didn't know that it was above Armada. I thought they were neck
Well,
and
it
neck.
seems like it was above of all above.
It is above any book she has pre-read for us.
This is funny. Nora, don't feel like you have to. You have the directions. You could try it. Should if you decide like you guys all have like enough macrame to be able to do whatever the fuck you want. Like choose a different keychain if you don't want to. So and teen, it will absolutely give you anxiety because it took me 3 days to make a keychain. The video was about 13 minutes. 3 days.
So we could just like tie it onto the thing and braid it and call it a day.
I mean, you do whatever you want. There was some fancier ones. I was like, oh, these are fun. But then I was like, but I already made this one. And that took me 3 days to figure out the video. Because I never macrameed before.
Hmm.
It's pretty.
The
Just
word-
tie it in a braid. But if you
The
strands it
word
in braids,
macrame,
then-
what? Teen, what does the word macrame do to you? You don't like that word? Listen, I got a lot of macrame up in his house, okay? My bathroom, all over my bedroom. I got hangly dangly things everywhere.
Maybe it just
Dangly.
makes her feel like she needs to go thrift shopping.
I don't know.
Did nobody get my reference there? They're always lame. I'm sorry, you guys. Macrame, Macklemore. Come on.
Oh.
I know.
Anyone read Song of Achilles? Teen down here said she did. Wait, where'd it go? Where'd it
You
go?
pop it up. I was trying.
Song of Achilles. I really enjoyed it. Wait, so is Song of Achilles first?
Yeah, but they're not together.
Oh, they're just like
It was just her first book.
gotcha.
And it was
I've had them saved for a while, but I haven't read
yeah,
it.
and it was apparently a very good book. So we shall see with Circe. When I chose Circe, it was because I assumed a lot of people would have probably already read Song of Achilles. I was like, let's go with the other one. Plus, go women. You know, little feminist book. That's what I was going for. Now you read about Achilles. Read about Circe. Anyway. Really enjoyed it too. There you go. All right, bees. So we finished our book this week.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have a few more questions for our playlist or about our playlist, which the winner will receive our In My Genres Era t-shirt in either it's like a heather coral mauve. That's the one I got. I loved it. And then there's like a heather cornflower gray blue. Also love.
Cornflower?
Cornflower gray blue. Mm-hmm.
I just thought maybe you misspoke. I was like, is that
So, and whoever wins, which we'll have a few more questions next week, and then I'll announce it, and then you can pick which color you want, and I will get that made. So, and ordered because I gotta order the shirt. Anyways, and then Des will do her fantastic giveaway for the end of the month. We'll do our bitch ratings, and then the next day we'll do our unboxing for Circe.
Wow.
Which should be spectacular.
Of course.
All right. Of course. Of course. I mean, Desiree says so. So that's everything.
I did say so.
And then we're gonna have a special guest next month. This bitch.
What?
She's gonna be visiting us.
Oh.
She's
What are you
going back
Mhm.
to Cali.
Wow.
Yeah. So you all get to see all of us together. We're gonna have to do it. Gonna have to do it.
Hold on. We're gonna limit the amount of alcohol happening. Because
what?
I don't know if anybody remembers last June.
No.
We don't need to relive.
We're not
history.
reliving. I'm just saying. There should be some limitations.
That's rude.
Why? It was thoroughly enjoyed.
It actually was hilarious.
We're older now. We're wiser.
I
I
mean,
want to live my life.
I wasn't yet 40.
I'm gonna.
Oh, that's what it was?
You do
I don't want to
not.
relive my life. Look, I was still
That's what it was.
39. I was
This
still in my-
teen has recalled a quote that happened last year. Makes
Thank you.
Okay.
I was wondering if anybody would. Okay, look, I was still in my 30s.
I got it wrong.
I was still in my dirties. Okay, I was going out hard.
Look at yeah.
Going hard on exiting the 30s. Now I'm in my 40s and I'm
So
obviously
fucking circle.
way more classy than I used to be.
Wow, yeah.
Mhm.
Classy bitch.
Look at the cup she drinks out of now.
I know, but why isn't it like this?
Because I'm
She's
not a little
holding
bitch.
it like a man.
I'm not a little bitch. Even in Scotland, I wouldn't hold it like they'd be like, she's a Taurus.
Oh.
She's a Taurus. Okay, Tosh. Look, you don't need to call me out. We're ignoring all of that.
Are
We're ignoring the part where I say I'm classy now. That's where
Oh,
yeah, I'm
Lady
totally different from 30
Tasha.
39 to 40, like new decade, new me. Look, I went red last year. Okay. I turned 40, I went red.
So is
Yeah.
it Horty 40?
That's-
40?
Horty. A whore.
You have to ask my husband.
Oh.
You gotta ask me, man.
He's like, no, it's Prudy 40. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not talking about hoarding like a hoard like a hoarder.
No.
No, I hope not.
Or I start collecting a whole lot of shit. 40. My
I just went through the last bedroom of the kids today. We're not done. Wow.
What do you mean we're not done? You just said you went through it. That means we're done.
No, we got
Right?
through,
Hordy? Like
2/3.
like I'm a
No,
collector?
whore, a horty,
She's a
whore,
fucking whore.
Hey,
nothing a
hey,
whore.
like
Why did we have to go to Jersey to explain that we met whore?
I don't know.
We will see you next
Because your
week.
husband is from Jersey, so we had to go there because
Gotta go back. Okay.
Yeah.
We're going back to Cali though, not anything else. We're gonna see you next week too, babe. Have a wonderful week.
mhm.
A wonderful end of your July. That's what's coming up. We're finishing up July, you guys. How?
That's crazy.
I don't even know. Don't even know. Zero, 2, 3 you were tore up from the floor up. Hey, look at that. It wasn't just me. Except I don't even know how I got upstairs. And Dominique does. So that'll tell you everything.
Oops.
Yeah. Dominique handled it just
Dominique was silly. Dominique was silly and just laughed at everything that was
that was
happening.
ridiculous. And we're not going back. We're not going back. That was
We'll just go somewhere else.
ridiculous.
She's gonna take this party someplace else.
Somewhere new. Where should we take it? Like Sedona?
No, you could take it to your kid's playground. It's a different area.
There's probably spiders in it.
Wow. Well, you better clean that shit off before my kids come, because it's
Your
gonna be
kids are gonna
rowdy.
get to work when they get here. So,
Oh, that's rude.
hey, we're gonna do some spider clearing. I could spray poisons, or your kids could catch spiders. What would you prefer?
What? I thought you were saying you were gonna make them clean it. What did you say?
I said I can spray poison to get rid of it, which I don't do. Or we can just make it a fun get together where everybody collects spiders.
Absolutely fucking not. Take a fucking hose to it.
Oh, so you want them like running at you? Okay, well you
No. Before I get there, go fucking spray that bitch down.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. CJ can set his spider free to go
You-
eat it and then
You
put it
want me
away.
to like make them angry? Okay.
No,
We
I don't give
just
a
like
fuck
to-
what you do. Just get rid of them. No,
Get like a little fire torch.
it's a wooden playground.
That doesn't catch that quickly. Just have a hose nearby.
Oh my god, speaking of that quickly. So Amino was mowing the lawn in the back today. And Odin, he mows every single week right now. He's trying to get our lawn like situated. It looks pretty good. It's the best it's looked ever in 16 years. Anyways, so Odin was on the patio. And then all of a sudden, like I went outside because I saw smoke and I was like, what the fuck? And I went outside and I'm like, what the fuck is smoking? As he's like walking towards the house. This bitch. He left his grill plugged in and Odin turned the switch. So it's heating up. Smoke is going everywhere. I was like, I thought our house was on fire somewhere.
That's scary.
Nope. Now you know the Odin cannot be trusted.
No, the grill should have been unplugged. There was no reason for it to be plugged in.
Peppermint oil for the spiders. Okay, I'm gonna have to get like a lot.
I've heard that honestly because spiders just walk over whatever.
Like
They spray down.
do that
But
like
it's no, but it's the smell. So if
Yeah,
you go and spray
like-
them,
No, it doesn't
and
work.
then you spray down whatever it is.
I've tried it all.
So, unserious question: has anyone
Fewer
ever
spiders.
tried gilding their own books? Has anyone ever tried that?
Like altar guild?
No, I don't mean making faces across the altar during church time.
I know somebody that has.
Burn it to the ground.
Who?
That never works. Just heard it.
David, Houston, the one that was Houston's best man.
Oh, really?
Like full on gilding. Like
Like he does it like frequently?
Oh yeah, he's done it. Like he'll like do
side gig,
random like
hobby.
hey, let me see if I could do that. Hey, let me see if I could build a watch. Hey, let me see if I
Side
can.
quest, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many?
So he has
hobbies do I
ADHD or autism and just likes to try new things and see if he can just perfect them on his own.
And that's why he and Houston are best friends.
Yeah.
Sounds legit to me. Sounds good.
Oh, he like does things. He does it like to the T usually.
Mm-hmm. Yum. Oh, I can't
right.
wait.
Well, bitches, we are going to go do the rest of our Sunday night things. Carry on with your reading, finish this book, listen to your playlist. I got a few more questions to go with it. Some of it pertaining to what it means to the story, and some of it coming directly from this book. So pay close attention. And we will see you all next week after I ship all your boxes out.
Boom.
Very exciting. Can't wait to give a sneaky peeky when we ship. Very
This
exciting.
box is gorgeous. This box is gorgeous.
Gorgeous. It is. All right. Everybody have a wonderful rest of your week / weekend. Enjoy the last of our July days. We're coming up on August, about to turn to autumn. My favorite season. Autumn.
Autumn.
Turn to
Awesome.
autumn. My favorite season. Yeah. Just thought it'd like be extra if I put in that extra T. Autumn. It's the autumnal seasoning.
I feel like you're saying it like a vampire. Autumn. Like very old.
Yeah, it does sound like that. Well, I'm the oldie here now, so I can say it.
Autumn.
Autumn. I feel like I'm gonna get taken by vampires, and I'm gonna be like, finally. Was that what he says in Twilight? The old one who's like, "Fuck, finally, god damn it." What does he say? Oh my
Was
god.
that it?
No, he puts
And he
his
shakes his
shit
head.
out, and like two, I think like werewolves or two vampires. I don't fucking know.
They take his head. Mm-hmm.
They take it, no, they like take his arms off and spin
His
him and
arms
do
first.
everything. Yeah. And
Yeah.
anyway, but he just like fucking like wants it. He's like, I'm so fucking done with this shit. It's been long enough. And he's like, oh,
I hear
that's
that.
how I feel sometimes at the end of a day with like kids being loud. There you go.
Night, bitches.
Good night, bitches. We'll see you next week.